The Very Serious Crafts podcast is on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/seriouscrafts to support our podcast, find out about our Patreon half-stitched episodes, and more.
Hello, and welcome to Season 6, Episode 2 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Molly from Wild Olive.
I'm Hannah from Hannah Miriam Studio.
And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors and the Bones and Bobbins podcast. Today, we'll be talking about making stuff as autumn begins.
I'm so glad that autumn is arriving.
Seriously, layering season is here.
I know. Did you guys just see the ghost in my... Ooh, I'm having a spooky season
looking
moment. Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Do we have a guest on today's episode?
We seem to have a guest.
Amazing.
Okay.
Behind Hannah. It's fine. All right. Anyway, as this is an audio podcast, sorry for the sidetrack.
Definitely, for those who cannot see this, there is definitely movement going behind. Also, you may hear my cat yodeling in the background. That doesn't go with the lights or the ghosts by Hannah. By Hannah and Haley. So,
All right, hold on a second.
all manner of things happening.
We can't hear you anymore. It all went bzz, bzz. Shall we start over again? Or do we want to leave the spooky stuff in?
It doesn't matter to me. Either way.
Yeah.
All right, well, then let's not start over. I'll just cut out this part.
But this part is great. Amazing entertainment.
The part where the sound went out right after we were talking about it. I mean, it's hilarious.
Maybe the ghost turned it
Oh,
off.
that didn't occur to me. Well, so for those of you listening, we talked about a ghost in my studio, and then our sound went out immediately. So we're having a great recording experience.
And you were having a great listening experience.
That's right. I didn't even pull out a creepy doll.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So did I until this moment.
For those of you who are joining us recently, there was a creepy doll, and I will try to figure out which episode it was and put it in the show notes for us.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Yes.
It was, I don't know where that doll is, but it's probably in my house still.
I was going to say, it was on your shelf behind you for a long time.
Yeah. I don't know where it is. Okay, so yeah, autumn is here,
Yes.
and that does include spooky season, so that's fine with me.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am, as we all know, very excited for spooky season, which I will babble on about later.
I lean into like spoopy season, so that's
Yes.
like the cuter version, but it's all good. Very
And I
excited
just
about it.
lean into, if it's layering season, you can wear more layers of things that you've made.
That is very true. But before we jump into talking about all of that, we want to give a shout out to our serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are supporting us at patreon.com/seriouscrafts. Many thanks to Wheezy Payton, Backseat Philosopher, and Shelby Barrett. You're the best.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. So I don't know about where you are, Molly, but here the weather's getting a little crisp,
Yes.
and my pool isn't closed yet, but it probably
Same.
ought to be.
Yep. Everything around here is still fairly green.
Yeah.
But then with little bits of yellow starting to creep in. So there are acorns everywhere, though, in the park where my family's cottage is. And that means lots of little critter activity, and it's adorable. But yes, there are acorns and bits of acorns just all over the place, which also means we're going to be seeing lots of little sprigs of oak things all over the place as well. So it should be fun.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I feed my crows in my yard because I have a murder of crows that lives in the woods behind my house, like you do.
Yeah.
And so I feed the crows, but the squirrels have figured out how to get onto the crow feeder. And they are just amazing at how how thoroughly they spread, because I do unshelled peanuts. And so there are just bits of peanut and bits of peanut shell everywhere in my yard. And I may have made a terrible mistake. But the crows are happy.
Or it was your best idea ever.
It's true. But there are a lot of cute creatures scurrying around, including Frank, the chipmunk that lives under I have steps that are leading from a sliding glass door in my kitchen. And Frank lives under there. And his sole purpose in life is eating my strawberries.
I'd forgotten we named him Frank over the summer.
Yep, Frank. Yes, Frank. But he's doing a really good job at his one job, which is eating my strawberries.
You know, he's putting in the work. It's got to be, taxing at times.
He's so round.
Oh,
He is so round and so shiny. So he's living a great life, I think.
well, I would like to officially recommend that everybody follow an account on Instagram called, I think it's Van Gogh the Chippy.
Oh,
I'll double check it. We'll put it in the show notes. It's someone who basically has gotten to know all of the backyard chipmunks, can identify them all. They all have names. They will walk up to this person and eat out of her hand, let them, stroke them, and all. It's the cutest thing ever. 10 out of 10.
that is adorable, except I'm so mad at all the chipmunks in my yard. One of them ate the beanbag for cornhole that Hannah and I made. Oh no, I didn't tell you.
What?
One of our beanbags has been eaten by a chipmunk.
Haley, it's been a hard week already. You needed to ease me into
It's okay. It was on the grain.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so we can fix it. But yes, Hannah and I, many, many years ago, made...
For your wedding, right?
Yeah, I think for my wedding. So like...
Almost 16 years ago.
Yeah, almost 16 years ago. I'm glad that you know, because I don't. But we made beanbags for cornhole, and those beanbags were so solidly made because we largely sewed them by hand and like really did all the finishing. And so they are in perfect condition, though they've been used every single year, except for the one that one of our chipmunks got it. But
was it actual corn inside?
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
I mean, fair enough. But the corn was basically like milled at that point. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's making tiny cornbread.
It's the cutest thing ever. I want that to be real.
Molly, it is real.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is real. I'm going to hold on to that.
It is real. Anyway, want to talk about the things we're making for fall?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Where should we start us off here?
Hannah, you were already talking about layering.
Yes.
Are you thinking about knitting some exciting things?
I am always thinking about knitting some exciting things starting in the fall or like
That's fair.
late summerish.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very, very good at planning out a sweater project.
So good.
And then sometimes I get a sweater in the end.
Just to be clear, I am very good about planning any manner of project.
Oh, yes.
And then sometimes I get something at the end.
Yes.
So that's just like a universal statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love making things and I love wearing things that I have made, but I very specifically love wearing things that I have made that don't look like I have made them, but instead look like they were manufactured.
Yes. And you are very, very good at that. Not just manufactured, but like couture.
Yes. So I have a deep love of a like fingering weight sweater, which, takes a lot more time than a bulky weight sweater.
Yeah, that's true.
And I love to knit, and I try really hard to get into a rhythm of just like a couple rows a night, because actually if you do a couple rows every single night, it does add up to something, even though my brain convinces me that if I haven't knit for like 4 hours, I haven't made any progress.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really good at picking out a fingering weight sweater and just diving headfirst into it and making it through the yoke.
Yeah. The I mean, that's how I am with just about any project, is that like, okay, fingering weight projects are usually the ones that I am drawn to. So that is very relatable. Yeah.
So this year,
it's beautiful.
yes,
It creates a beautiful garment.
They're so beautiful. So having a baby changed me in all manner of ways, but one of them is that I am always warm now, which is just lovely. So I love to layer, but I have to layer lightweight stuff. And a fingering weight sweater is a very different layering experience than a super heavyweight sweater. So yes, I have started the Billy tee by Knit Pearl Girl.
I don't know it.
I think it's maybe fairly recent, although I'm not as up to date on knitting pattern releases as other things.
Oh, I just pulled it up. It's cute.
Yeah, it's really
very cute.
It's short sleeved, which is great for me. It's like super lightweight. So yeah, I've been making some progress on that in just a lightweight, the lighter weight merino from
Pearl?
No, it's not from Pearl. Knitting for Olive. Yes. So that's been lovely. I'm loving that I'm still at the stage where it's a small enough project that I can take it places. So that is coming with me when I travel to London in a month from today.
Oh, it's so soon.
And I'm making it in just like a cream, but then I am going to throw some stripes in there that are in a like lavender, which like a dark lavender. I think it's going to be really great. So maybe someday I will get to wear it. And if not, it will join just any number of other projects that we pretend don't exist in the drawers in my home.
Two of my friends just recently finished and posted photos and video of their most recent finished sweaters. And I just had that, oh man, I want that, but it requires that I think it was on our most recent half stitched episode that I mentioned this sweater that I have now been working on for 5 years. And yeah, I still haven't pulled it out, but it's like, this is the time of year when it would be perfect to be wearing it.
Yeah.
And yet I would have to basically drop everything else to be able to wear it soon.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest thing, is the amount of time it takes me to work on a knitting project in what I would think of as knitting season, which is now. Odds are I'm probably not going to get it done anyway. So it's so easy to like bump it to the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is. I think for like it is actively cool weather knitting season. The thing that I generally make is socks. Because they're fast enough to make that I will be able to wear them during the season that I'm making them.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
I have a pair of socks that I started toe up. If you scroll back on my Instagram, if you have nothing to do for the afternoon and you want to scroll back on my Instagram feed to, I want to say 2015, 2016, I started a pair of socks. They're like 1.5 inches of ribbing left to finish them. And they've been sitting that way for years.
Yeah, I've got a pair of cable socks that are similar. I like a good self-striping, like basic, like the sock recipe from Stephanie Pearl Hammond or Stephanie Pearl McPhee. That's it. And she has an amazing sock recipe. And so I'll link the book. And I love that recipe with specifically self-striping yarn because it's just so satisfying to follow the recipe, figure out that you too can make socks very easily, and that turning the heel is not the end of the world. And it makes me very happy to do that. I
have still not knit an entire pair of socks. I had socks that I started and decided partway through, and had like a cable, and I hadn't done cabling before, but it was all coming together and I was happy with it, except that I decided I was very unhappy with the yarn and how it wanted to split, and it just became too frustrating. And have I ever picked up socks since then? No. Do I have I have no idea how many skeins of sock yarn. Yes.
Yeah, these things, they happen. Oh, the book is called Knitting Rules by Stephanie Pearl McPhee. It really is like a sincerely good book. I highly recommend it for just figuring out knitting things that are often thought of as difficult, but she makes those things really straightforward. And I really appreciate her writing.
That's good.
Yeah.
I will take note. Other thing that I like, autumn season things that I think of as, okay, I want to make this because it's autumn, is I always want to start making quilts. Now, do I need to start another quilt? No. No. But
how many quilts do you have currently on the go?
I don't actually have loads of them because
you make mini quilts.
I know what happens. I usually make mini quilts. Yeah. I have a giant English paper piecing quilt that is long-term project.
Right.
I have a Christmas quilt that is, I would say, at least 2/3 of the way cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 2 blocks completed. But those are like the ones that I can think of that are just like sitting there. But the problem is, if I have these big projects sitting there, I feel terrible about myself. So I try not to start things like that. Of all the things, those are the things I don't start as much. I probably have other projects, though, that are cut that maybe are even like mini things.
Yep.
I know that I have one that is a mini, that would be an embroidered English paper piecing quilt that is sort of, I dumped half of it on the floor the other day. It was great.
Whoops.
Yeah. But my friend Kristen, who is known as Woolly Petals, she has this quilt called the Ghost Party Quilt. And it's these adorable little ghosts, and it's made of just squares and then like a few shaped, half square triangles or other angles. And
I see it, and it is so cute.
Isn't it adorable?
I'm going to make it immediately.
It look like she's done a version where she calls it Ghosts in the Garden, and it's all like beautiful florals that are around it. And I've seen it in more pastels and more with more oranges or pinks or purples. And it's just a delightfully happy quilt. And so I like every year when it comes around, I'm like, I really want to make. Last year I made like a micro version that I literally cut. I didn't do any sewing. It was just all like fused, and they were finished. I mean, finished. They weren't sewn, but like 5/8 inch squares. So it made like a little tiny Ghost Party block.
Oh,
and
that's amazing.
So that felt like it felt like I could scratch the itch of making something that was a little kind of like a little quilt without taking on a massive project. But it's quilt season, because you're going to want to be cozy and snuggle under a blanket.
Yeah.
And it feels like I should be starting a quilt.
It does, really. I definitely feel the need to... Sorry, Hannah's making a face.
I'm trying desperately to put a sweater on, and it ended up over the back of the chair.
So I definitely feel the need to make a quilt, but I'm trying to be strong and finish the Professor Meow sweater that, as we have all heard many times, is my train of shame project that would just be so cute. And it's not like, it's worsted weight, I think. So it's not even, it's fine. I will finish it. I'm going to.
It's going to happen. I have faith in you.
It's definitely going to happen. Oh my goodness. I'm also really looking forward to being back in sort of make things indoors season, because since my house is a good house for gathering at, and so during the summers, we often have a lot of friends and family around, and that's really great, but it does not lend itself to me working in the studio nearly as much as I like to. So I'm looking forward to getting back to doing some of the upholstery projects that I've been working on, because those are like good, crisp weather, need to do them inside, sort of just nice, satisfying projects. And then at the end, you get something cozy to sit on. And so that I'm looking forward to, I think. But of course, before that, the spooky season projects.
Yes. No, I agree that the upholstery is a perfect project for this time of year.
Yeah.
But yeah, spooky season projects.
Yeah. We'll see. At this moment, I am frustrated enough with the state of my sitting room that I feel like I'm just going to finally throw up my hands and finish the reupholstery because it's questionable down there. And it's the area right in front of the fireplace that's about to get used all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. The needing to have it in use could be exactly what you need to inch it forward.
Oh, I hope so. I am not sure that I have the faith in me that I need to have, but it could happen. It might happen. It will happen. I'm going to do it.
Yes, we need somewhere comfortable to sit. Let's make it happen.
That's true. Hannah has a vested interest in
I
this.
really do.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
You can always just like go back and play that clip of you giving yourself the pep talk, just have it on repeat and you'll be ready to go.
Oh, that's true. I could just clip it and be like, no, you're doing it. You're doing it now. Yay. Yeah. And I will roll my eyes and turn it off because I am contrary like that.
That's fair. So probably what I would do as well.
Oh, man.
All right. So speaking of contrarious, anybody got last vestiges of summer sewing or knitting or crafting that they have like dangling?
Well, most of my stuff has turned into, I'm teaching modern embroidery again at a boarding school. And my classes just started yesterday. So pretty much all vestiges of summer anything have screeched to a halt. And now I'm dealing with student-related things. Is Darcy meowing?
Yes, Darcy has joined us.
Hi, Darcy.
Darcy has joined the chat. She's sitting like right on a stool like next to me. And I think she just wanted us to know that she's here.
Well, I'm pretty sure it came through on the recording. So.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
She may yodel a bit more. We'll see.
Amazing.
That's okay. We love Darcy.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you still working on anything that is...
So I've done a pretty good job of shutting down my own, boy, I need one more sundress instincts as I'm layering on sweaters. But my daughter turned 6 yesterday and really wants a birthday dress, which I'm very happy to do. And I'm super grateful that her birthday party is not for another week and a half because that dress ain't done.
Yes.
So earlier this summer, she found the dress that I had made for her. I'm almost positive for her first birthday.
Oh,
Maybe it was her second birthday. And she was like, I want to wear this today, Mama. And I was like, oh, baby, this isn't going to fit you. And she had the most devastating meltdown over wanting to wear this dress. And then she was like, all right, well, can you make it for me again in the right size? And I was like, for some crazy reason, We Are the Fabric Store has decided to stop selling this fabulous linen gingham. So no, I cannot make this dress for you again in exactly this fabric. I'm at least as devastated as she was. And then she was like, well, okay, so what could you make for me? And I was like, well, I could make the same dress in a bigger size in something very similar. And I showed her, instead of a light pink and white gingham, a light purple and white gingham. And she's like, oh, okay, I like that. And then she's like, you also have this yellow and white gingham. So now I am making a mini Ogden dress. The pattern is the midi Ogden cami from True Bias. that is split right down the middle, front and back. One side is purple and white gingham. One side is yellow and white gingham. And Sophie Elizabeth, I love you so much, but it is terrible.
But she's so excited.
She's so excited. So I am making it because I am making it, and that's what she wants for her birthday.
You know, you're honoring the client.
I am honoring the client. Yes, this is the only client that I will that I will make this dress for.
But you know what? This is great because sometimes if she's feeling a little yellow, she turns one direction. She's turning a little lavender, she turns the other direction.
Exactly.
Works out.
Yeah, it's just it's fascinating. I
can't
love
wait to see it.
both of these fabrics so much, and I'm like, please don't make me put them together. But yep, that's what's going on. And, you know, maybe she's got phenomenal instincts, and once it's sewn together, I'm going to be like, yeah, girl, you can get it. But
I feel like this is just going to be an opportunity to take photos and have an, remember when you were super excited about this?
Yes.
I feel like that's going to be like a graduation party photo.
Yes. So yeah, that's my last little bit of summer sewing is this linen gingham dress for my daughter.
Yeah.
It'll be cute.
It'll be super cute because it's a size 6, a tiny size, a kid size 6. And that stuff is always adorable.
That's true.
And it comes together quickly. Thank goodness.
Yes, because you don't have very long.
I do not.
I don't think I have any leftover summer projects other than my sister is getting married very shortly, like just over a week. And it's kind of, you know, it's in that in-between stage between summer and fall because it's September. And
I got married in September.
Yeah. You know, my parents as well. It's a good time to get married. But so there's some things that I'm still like working on and finishing for that. Like I will be making a like little headband crown for her, but I have to we're using fresh baby's breath in it. So it kind of has to happen right before.
Right.
And that feels like probably that will be my last summerish like project. And then I'm full on autumn, Halloween, Christmas, because all of those start overlapping quite a bit.
Oh, that makes sense. And you're making some really cute Halloween felt ornaments. I have been admiring them.
Thank you. I made a set of, I call them my not so spooky felt ornaments. And I made a set of them, I think 2 years ago in the color palette I designed them in. And I don't know if I'll get a whole nother set made, but I want to make them in a different color palette.
Yep.
I use Benzie Design Felt, and they released a felt palette recently that is like pinks and oranges, mostly that. Like I think and then it has like, you know, gray and black in it. But I saw it and I was like, that would be so cute for the ornament. So I want to do that. And then I also kind of I guess it might have been one of the end of summer kinds of things. I made these sardine felt ornaments, which I have sardines are the thing, as I think Hannah, you and I were like, yep, they're everywhere. Yeah. And I think that I should make a Halloween version. And
are you going to give them fangs?
My friend Laura goes, you could make the sardines into little skeletons, like little fish bones in there. I was like,
oh my god,
darn it! Now I have to do it.
That is perfect.
Yeah, she goes, label them scaredines. It's like, it's so cute.
Yeah, how can you not?
I have to do it, and so it of course opens up the idea of, what else could you make a Halloween version of? Which is not what I need, but it would be really fun and cute. So yeah, I don't know. I always love making little Halloween projects. I also recently designed some more patterns for Caterpillar cross stitch. And so they are some haunted house cross stitch patterns. And the first one that I designed for them is actually loosely based off of your house, Haley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew that. And every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I need one. I need to make one in my house's new colors.
And what are your new house colors?
Oh, so instead of yellow and cream, it's now a sort of light slate green with dark blue trim and also cream accents and a golden yellow pinstripe.
Oh, nice. You didn't want to go with pink and purple to match my pattern?
You know, I thought about it. We actually, you joke, but we did make a mock-up of, I think we were
of
just
every possible combination.
Yeah, it was getting too close to the deadline for picking colors, and we got real weird with it. And so there was an afternoon where Hannah's boyfriend, Zach, who works with Jeremy, and Jeremy and I were all just throwing out the weirdest combinations and having Jeremy put it on the 3D model of our house.
Uh-huh.
And so we do have a bright pink one that was questionable.
Yeah.
There were a lot of combinations that were checked out, and I used to be like, hey babe, how was work? And what are the current combinations that are being discussed for the house palette?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a painted lady house not too far from where I live that has I would say that it has some trim that is similar in color to my microphone cover, which is
nice.
kind of a near neon fuchsia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not probably what I would have gone with, but I respect.
It's not the whole house. But it's a lot of trim. So
yeah. Our house is now quite more officially a painted lady.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
For my other little haunted house patterns that I did, I went for other, kawaii, cute kind of color palettes, and they're different style houses, but we determined that it should look like these 3 little haunted houses are all friends with each other, or that whoever lives in them are all friends. Maybe they're in the same neighborhood, or maybe they just, are vibing with each other. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's, all things Halloween patterns that's what I want. I want to spend my time on that. I don't know how much I actually can spend my time on that is the thing, but that's where I'm leaning is, I could set down all the other stuff I have to do and just make cute things out of felt and cross stitch and whatnot.
I support that.
Thanks.
Did I tell you, speaking of spooky things that one might make, did I tell you about my dollhouse?
I have heard tale of the dollhouse, but I have not actually heard about it from you.
So the dollhouse, I got one of those, I think Magnolia, whatever that no longer HGTV Magnolia brand dollhouses that looks sort of like my house. And my goal is to turn that into a fully haunted house with different paint jobs and some weathering techniques. And I'm going to replace the roof tiles with pieces of slate from my own. We just had some roof work done, so we have a bunch of chunks of slate. And so I am just going to transform this very adorable, all white furniture, ridiculous, bright thing into a fun Second Empire haunted house.
I love that.
Amazing.
Yep. And I'm not sure if I will get much of it done before Halloween because it's more of a winter plan. But my idea is I have a big bay window I have one in my parlor and in my dining room, and to put it in one of those bay windows once it's finished, at least for Halloween season. I probably won't insist that my husband deal with it year round. Probably not.
Keep your options open. Did it come with the furniture, or are you doing all the furniture?
With the furniture.
Okay, so are you going to redo what's there and then just supplement, or?
Yeah, that's my plan. Although I haven't decided if I'm going to build out more rooms or not. So it sort of largely depends on whether or not I want to make the house more complicated than it is. If I do want to make it more complicated than it is, then I'm going to need smaller stuff than it came with.
Okay.
But thanks, Facebook Marketplace, for making my very expensive dollhouse needs come true for really cheap.
Oh, good. That's great. We like that. Brett from Hello Bargello, she sometimes will share her miniature adventures in her stories, and she finds the cutest things. And like some of her staff made mini Hello Bargello studio items for her.
Adorable.
And like, it's so fun. And I still have a miniature kit that I have talked about on the podcast, and it still sits unfinished. Well, shocker.
These things, they happen. And maybe I should do one of the miniature kits before I attempt the dollhouse. But
nah, don't slow yourself down. Just jump in.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. I'm pretty excited. It's either going to look great or absolutely terrible. And I don't know which, but I'm pretty sure that I'm about to be irreparably thrown into the I Love Miniatures pool, into the deep end immediately.
Yes.
So
it's tiny is cute.
Yeah.
Even when it's spooky.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else that we ought to talk about for our fall making, or anything else coming up?
Hannah, do you have more fall projects that you have planned or started?
I have so many fall projects.
Well, okay, yes.
So I'm, of course, because I'm leaving in 4 weeks, I am like, well, I wonder how many projects I can make while parenting and, doing everything else that I need to do. I want to say the two things that I'm most excited about making for my trip. I am trying to figure out what I need for outerwear in the UK. It's not actually going to be that cold yet. Could be fairly rainy. Anyway, so I'm going for wool, and I am currently working on lengthening the heather blazer and turning it into just like a great overcoat.
Like a duster.
Yeah, like a duster.
Ooh.
So I've made a muslin for that, and hopefully I'm cutting that out later today. And then the other thing that I'm really excited about, among the many things that are being sewn, I have finally gone for the Zadie jumpsuit pattern, which I have had since probably when it came out, and just always got super worried about how much work I was going to need to do to fit it.
I mean, you're wearing a really cute jumpsuit right now, so we know you can do it.
Yeah, no, I know. I think what I was worried about is that it seems like a really simple pattern, but then I was worried it was going to require a bunch of fitting.
Yeah. No,
And
that's fair.
finally, Haley and I go to see the same hairdresser.
Yes.
And she also makes things. And she was talking to me about how much she loves her Zadie jumpsuit. And I was like, maybe I should finally just go for this. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to cut out a muslin and I'm going to put it together and we're going to see what happens. And if it's absolutely terrible, then I just won't make this. Ladies and gentlemen, even in muslin, it's spectacular.
Oh, awesome.
Wonderful. And out of curiosity, did you make it out of like actual muslin fabric, or did you use a fabric that
No, I am
could be wearable?
literally cutting it out of muslin. And it
Okay.
like it clearly doesn't, it folds in ways that it will drape in the linen that it's actually cut out of.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I tried it on and showed my partner, Zach, and I was like, all right, I hadn't even looked in the mirror yet. I was like, just so you know, this is muslin. It's not going to look good. And he's like, no, it actually looks great. And so I finally looked in the mirror and I'm not going to wear it in muslin. It looks terrible. I don't need anything to help me look more pale, but it actually looks really good in the muslin. So it is cut out of this like great, like fig jam color of linen. And I'm so excited.
That's going to look really cute.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I think that because it just ties instead of having buttons or anything as a closure, it should be like deeply flexible for the inevitable weight shifts that come with being a nearly 40-year-old woman, and also with the weight shifts that come from a deep love of pubs in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's actually really perfect.
Yeah,
especially for
adorable.
travel.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. So those are the two. I have like 2 other things that I'm really, really hoping to finish, but those are the 2 that I'm most excited about right now. So I'll see what I can do in the next 4 weeks.
I'm excited to watch them come together.
I believe
Or
in
at
you.
least see them when they're finished.
In 3 years.
No. We won't say that. We're not even going to say it.
Nope. You're going to wear those. You're going to wear it to the pubs, and it's going to look adorable.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, fall making.
Yes.
That. I think that's probably about as much fall making as we want to try to cram into this episode.
I think so.
Probably.
Because that way we'll actually have time to maybe make some of the things.
Yes.
That's true. We should probably not just talk about things, but actually do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, thanks for listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Threads at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at veryseriouscrafts.com. And finally, if you're a fan of the Very Serious Crafts podcast, please leave us a 5-star review on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts. Good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks for joining us.
Let's all go out and start a new fall project.
Yes, let's do it. All right. Bye, everybody.
I mean that to the listeners as well, right? Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.